What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, West Ham, guys, at Old Trafford, at home, guys. Anyway, guys, let's get straight into today's video. So we made one change from the last game against Man City. Talking about the starting 11, so he started with Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, McTominay, Fred, James, Fernandes, Rashford and Greenwood. Getting into the overall reaction now. Get in. Own goal helps Man United edge past Hammers. Dawson own goal gives Man United win over West Ham. That was a massive 3 points. Man United have done the double on West Ham. We knew it was going to be difficult and tough. We got through it. One goal was going to win the game. It was defence versus attack. We had the chances, but in times we lacked something. If we took our chances, we would have won the game comfortably. Let's keep up this good work. Is that top four confirmed? We haven't conceded a goal in 4 games. The defending was fantastic. Let's keep up this consistency going. Performance was great, but not the greatest. Up the fucking Reds. Well done. That was a well-deserved win. Well done, boys. Win done, 3 points done, and clean sheet done. Anyway, guys, let's just get straight into today's video. What did I make of the performance? I thought the performance was a great performance, but it was not the greatest game to watch overall. I thought from the start to finish, I thought United were dominant. We controlled the game. It was all Man United. West Ham, obviously, with West Ham not having Lingard in this fixture, obviously it was a little bit difficult for them, so they set up differently, approached the game differently. They decided to go 5 at the back, and they played with a low defensive block, West Ham, because they knew if they play with a low defensive block, try and hit us on the counter-attack, maybe get the goal, hopefully. And then obviously to put us off guard a little bit as well, not getting the goal as well. Our opponents play with a low defensive block. We're not that great, and we can't find a way past teams that play with a low defensive block. I knew that there was going to be a goal in it, definitely for sure, just the way how we played from the get-go, to be honest. First 10-15 minutes of the game, I don't think we were that great. I thought we started the game slow. It was a 50-50 start. I don't think it was an open game. I thought West Ham got on the attack, we got on the attack as well. I think also in times we gifted them possession back easily as well. So, you know, just little things like this gave them possession back as well. I thought the first 15 minutes, I thought West Ham were better at passing than us. Again, what it is, and I pointed something out as well with us as well. When we pass a ball, when we sort of pass the ball around, we have to sort of pass it back to where we got the ball from. So say if Maguire passed the ball to McTominay and passed it to maybe Fred, then Fred goes back to Maguire. There's just no pattern of play there. You want to be playing it forwards, and we just don't have that in our team yet. I think our coaches just don't trust this team. They probably tell them to play the ball back and play the simple pass. I think that's just bad coaching, to be honest. I mean, I could be a better coach and I would do definitely better than that, definitely for sure. But I think you've got to look at the game as a whole. I think it was a good performance by Manchester United from start to finish, despite the first 15 minutes of the game. But then I thought as the game went on in the first half, I thought we got better. I thought we, got on the front foot, created chances. Obviously, Fabianski made some great saves as well. But again, if we would have took our first half chances, maybe the game could have been easily dead and buried in the first half. We could have won the game comfortably, and we wouldn't have had to do anything in the second half. Maybe Solskjaer could have then made some tactical substitutions, bring some players off, but I think Ollie didn't want the repeat of what happened last Thursday. But it was pretty much defence versus attack for me. West Ham did absolutely nothing going forward. Defensively we were fantastic. Henderson had nothing to do once again. But, it's big, massive 3 points for us because Tottenham, Everton and Chelsea all dropped points, and we had to capitalise, and that's what we did. 6 points in front of Chelsea now, 9 points in front of West Ham, and they've got a bit of some work to do now. And like I said before, one goal was going to win the game. And but yeah, I mean, we had the chances in the first half, and if we would have took our chances, we would have won the game comfortably. But we just want to keep up this good work now. We don't want to let it go to pot, and we want this consistency to keep going. And but yeah, it was a great performance, but not the greatest. But hopefully we can improve, go back to Carrington and improve and get better. Hopefully after the international break. And but yeah, good performance. And sometimes at the end of the day, it was one of those performances where you just say, I'll take that any day of the week. And we move on. And at the end of the day, all we care about is the win, the 3 points, and the clean sheet, and we move on at the end of the day. Anyway, getting into the game now, I thought the first half, first 10-15 minutes, I thought, United started slowly. I thought it was a bit of a 50-50 game. West Ham got the ball, got forwards in times, tried to make things happen. Didn't really create any chances though, West Ham, did they? They didn't really cause us any problems going forward. Defensively, we did our job, so they didn't really cause us any problems in the first half. Even in the whole game, they didn't really cause us any problems because it was defence versus attack. They were playing with a low defensive block, and we were attacking really. It was defence versus attack for the whole game, to be honest. And it was just all about, for us, of where we were going to find this goal from. Maybe set pieces was going to be something that we had to capitalise on, maybe, and go and get a goal from a set piece. But in the first half, first 10-15 minutes, slow start to the game, 50-50 game. We had the ball, they had the ball. They didn't really do anything though, West Ham, whereas we were creating chances. Fabianski made some great saves as well. And then I thought, United got on the front foot. I don't think we really showed the intensity and the tempo in the play. I thought we were a little bit slow, took our time, we were patient on the ball, and we were, taking our time, finding different ways of getting past West Ham, dropping the shoulder and looking, and the movement and stuff like that. So we were, trying to work out different situations of getting past West Ham in the first half. But I don't think it really paid off. I thought we got through on goal a couple of times where we had created some very good chances, but we didn't take them, which was very annoying and frustrating, to be honest, and disappointing not to take, because we could have won the game comfortably in the first half because we were all around them. We absolutely dominated the game and controlled it from start to finish. Second half, we were miles better. I thought we came out, we were firing. It was all us, to be honest. Again, we defence versus attack. They didn't do anything to trouble us. Didn't do anything, to be honest. We defensively were a unit, kept it tight at the back. We did what we needed to do defensively. We've not conceded a goal in 4 games in the Premier League right now, so things are going in the right direction defensively, and we're not conceding goals now as well. So, defensively we've tightened up at the back, and we're not making stupid many mistakes now. And and then it was just all about, when we get this chance, you've got to take advantage of it, and you got to score it and take the chance, and we did. And I thought we raised the bar in the second half, played with high intensity, high tempo, looked better. We showed the intensity, the tempo in the play, got in between the lines, and we found a way through in the end. And at the end of the day, I don't care how we did it, and it was all about the win, the 3 points. And with teams around us dropping more points, we had to capitalise on that. And when teams drop points, you want to win a game, and we didn't want to mess this one up at home, especially. So, but I thought when we had the chances as well, we lacked something as well. Maybe the last pass, the final cross, the end product as well. So when we had these good chances as well, there was just these little things that we couldn't do. And but that's for something to improve on in training, obviously, and hopefully we can get better and improve, and hopefully put it right. Obviously we've got 2 massive games in the week, and career-defining games, and massive week ahead of United now. It's all on the line, and we've got to go for it this week. But good performance all round. All we care about is to win, the 3 points and the clean sheet, and we move. That was a very satisfying result last night against West Ham. Only 1 goal split the 2 sides, and whoever was going to have that one piece of magic took the chance and was more or less going to win the game. It turned out well for United in the end, after Chelsea, Everton and Tottenham all dropped points. It's fantastic. And in games like this against West Ham, when other teams around you drop points, you have to capitalise and you have to win the game. I think it's satisfying. I think it was a satisfying result last night against West Ham. We knew West Ham were a decent side, got some great quality players in there, got a good manager in David Moyes. We had to teach David Moyes a lesson, and it was also nice to do the double on West Ham. Quite a tight game. It was defence versus attack. We dominated and controlled the game. It was about whoever had that one piece of magic and took the chance was going to win the game, and that was more or less going to be us because we were creating the chances, they weren't creating any chances. We were the better team. We controlled and dominated the game, and we looked at the team that was going to win the game. We got what we deserved. They got what they deserved. They tried defending and trying getting a point out of it. It didn't work out, and they got the wrong tactics in the end. David Moyes has got to take something on the chin and say, I can't do that next time against a Big Six team that got 3 points against Man City. We continue our good run. We want to keep up this good consistency, and then obviously when you have teams around you like Chelsea, Everton and Tottenham all drop points, it's even more satisfying because Chelsea run our backs in the last recent games as well, pushing on top four. And now that we've opened up the gap now to Chelsea, which is fantastic, 6 points in front of Chelsea now, 9 points in front of West Ham. It'll be more of a gap now with Everton and Tottenham both dropping points as well. Fantastic. Games like this, you've got to capitalise and win games. We saw out the game well, defended well as a unit at the back, and we did our job defensively, offensively, and we attacked the game really well. We got the result what we deserved, and they got the result that they deserved at the end of the day, and they've got to take pity and say, we were not good enough, we created fuck all. That was our tactics. We tried to go by the game plan. We were 0-0 at half time. Couldn't see it out in the second half because we made a mistake. You take a mistake, you got to take it for the team at the end of the day. You learn from your lesson and you don't do it again at the end of the day. Other teams drop points, we capitalised and we're even more points in front of them, so it's for them to chase us down. But yeah, fantastic result, and we move at the end of the day. Is that top four confirmed? It could be, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because at the end of the day we've still got to play teams like Tottenham and Liverpool. I think we don't want to get too carried away after this good result against West Ham. We know that West Ham are a decent side. We know that we've got to play Leicester again. We know that we've still got to play Tottenham again, Liverpool again, Villa again. We know it's not over yet. We don't want to get too carried away from this one result, but you can more or less say maybe top four is confirmed. 6 points in front of Chelsea, 9 points in front of West Ham, and then we're 11 points in front of Everton. So it's fantastic. At the end of the day, I was just trying to work something out there. From 9th place, we're about a good 16 points in front. It's more or less for the teams behind us to go and chase us down. We've still got Liverpool and Tottenham to play, two good quality teams there. The games are coming thick and fast. Well, I don't want to say that the top four's confirmed yet. Let's get past those two games and then we can say, we're in the top four and we've got Champions League football. Top four is confirmed for now, but let's not get too carried away from this one result against a very good side in West Ham. Fantastic. We've got the points advantage. We're trying to push on City at the minute, but we just want to keep up this consistency. We don't want to let it go to pot. We just want to keep it going, and let's try and see this out properly. Top four is confirmed for now, but let's not get too carried away. We've still got big games coming ahead. I'm sure we will finish second at the end of the day, and we will get Champions League football for next season. Is the international break come at the right time? If you asked me this earlier, I think the international break would have come at the right time. Obviously now with the good run of games that we've had, beating City, beating West Ham, we just want to keep going on now. United will want the Brighton game, but I think, with us having a load of injuries out recently, Cavani out, Donny out, Pogba out, Mata out, and all these guys that are out injured, we want our injuries back as soon as possible. When you have these long-term injuries or these short-term injuries with muscle injuries, these are crucial players that can come back and give us the creativity again and get us pushing forward again. And when we miss Pogba, we don't have that creativity. When we miss Donny, Cavani, we don't have that movement up top. At the end of the day, Ollie deserves the praise that he should be getting at the minute with the players that has been given. He's got the squad depth as well. He's had to throw in Diallo last week, and he had to throw in Dan James and play Greenwood as well. He's done well, Ollie, over the last couple of games with big players out, with Martial, Cavani, Pogba, Donny out. So he's done well for himself of getting a good win against West Ham. And we had injuries against City as well. I think they'll be godsmacked from that as well. But you know what? I think the international break has come at the right time for United. Time to evaluate for Ollie, sit back, watch things on video again, see where we can improve, get our injuries back, and we can press the reset button and go again. Give it the last good push then in the top four race. Hopefully keep the position there in second. We've got a bit of a dogfight with us and Leicester at the minute, but I'm sure Leicester have got a big game after the international break against Man City. That's going to be a tough one for Leicester, so that's potentially points there that they could drop, and we've got an easy game in Brighton if the mentality's right. Exciting times ahead. I think the international breaks come at the right time. Time to evaluate, time to look back at games on video and then go again, press the reset button and go again, and we'll have injuries back. We'll press the reset button and we go again, and we're going to hopefully go on a title charge and try and close down the gap on City. If we can, that'd be brilliant. If we can't, we're not going to give it up obviously, but we're going to try our best to close it down, do our best to close in on City as well. Who is my man of the match? There were some fantastic players that had some fantastic games last night against West Ham. Players like Henderson had nothing to do last night. I think the only player that did not have a good game was Wan-Bissaka. It just did not stand out whatsoever. Going forwards, he was just terrible. Couldn't string a pass together, just getting exposed a few times as well. Lindelof and Maguire were absolutely fantastic again, just like the City game from last week. Absolutely magnificent again. Luke Shaw had to make some crucial blocks at crucial times. Fantastic. Luke Shaw is in the best form of his life this season as well. Fred, McTominay, I think they both had a very good game as well. In times he did play that sideways and backwards pass, but McTominay started playing the forward pass as well. I did bollock him for that, for playing it sideways and backwards in the week. He played fantastically well, McTominay and Fred. I thought Dan James in times was good, but I just don't think he was influential enough as well. He did some terrible passes and terrible crosses as well, and I think we missed that from Greenwood in that position, whereas he was playing as a number 9. And if we play someone like Cavani or Martial up top, or with Rashford out on the right, Martial to the left, and then with Cavani up top, then we've got someone that can actually put a proper cross in. And James couldn't put a proper cross in, to be honest. Something lacked. No player there, no end product. Final pass wasn't there. Final third let us down as well in times, because we could have easily had more goals than West Ham as well. Bruno had a brilliant game as well. Rashford, he had a good game as well, was getting a little bit tired towards the end of the game. Greenwood, he got on the ball, had some chances, just didn't take his chance, and hopefully he will score his goal coming soon, and it's in the works. Obviously he is going to score soon because he got close in the game. I think my man of the match, and he got voted man of the match by Sky Sports and by Man United, Luke Shaw. What a player, what a fantastic player. He can keep his head held high and say, fuck me, I had a fantastic game against West Ham, made some crucial blocks at crucial times, got up and down that flank like a madman. Luke Shaw is my man of the match. Absolutely fantastic and brilliant last night against West Ham. Absolutely brilliant. How do we beat Brighton and Hove Albion? Now obviously we've got Brighton next in our next fixture after the international break. I'm looking forward to this one because Brighton slowly but surely are coming back into it. I think they've been poor this season. Obviously they're near the relegation zone. They're about how many points now from the relegation zone now, Brighton? I mean they're close, but I think they'll still stay up though this season, Brighton. They're on 29 points, 3 points from safety at the minute, so they know it's not over yet for Brighton. I think Brighton, they've got another game against Newcastle on the weekend. I think if they can get a win there, they'll be on a bit of a charge of trying to stay in for the Premier League for next season. I think they'll do it. I think they've got the team to do it. They've got the squad depth to do it as well. I think if they get a win there, I think they'll be looking good on confidence, coming into our game with confidence. They'll come up to Old Trafford, they'll give us a game, they'll give us a good fight, good test. But I think with Brighton though, I think they may play with a low defensive block, and I think they will sort of try get on the front foot and try make things happen and try create chances as well. Some weird tactics going on as well with Brighton with that Southampton win. Dan Burn all of a sudden he's a left back, but he's getting more high up the pitch. He's nearly playing as a bloody midfielder, so that's weird tactics by Brighton as well. And notice with Brighton is the set pieces. We're going to make sure on the corners and the free kicks, we're going to have to defensively do our job there. But also when we get on the front foot and get in between the lines, high press, high intensity, high tempo, their defence is not organised in times, and we have to get in between the lines. The football intelligence has got to be there. Look up, pass, put the cross in a good place, and then finish it as well. Their defence is all over the place and they're not organised as well. And when the opposition have got the ball, they play with 10 men behind the ball. We're going to have to really work hard for this win against Brighton because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. I think they'll give us a real good game. All of a sudden, Dan Burn pushes high up the pitch. But the thing is, though, what I've noticed, no one goes and closes him down. So I think what McTominay is going to have to do is going to have to, try intercept and, get possession back from Dan Burn because no one didn't seem to close him down. So I think, it was just non-existent. So for Southampton, so he's pushing more high up the pitch, playing more as a midfielder. So he's playing like he's nearly playing 5 midfielders, to be honest, and But yeah, no one was closing him down. I think we've got to make sure that we don't give them any time or space on the ball. Go and close them down, and don't practice social distancing. But it's all about, against Brighton, to get in between the lines. We're going to have to play with high intensity, high tempo. We're going to have a quick and bright start to this game. Brighton, they'll come to Old Trafford, they'll give us a game, good test, good fight. We're going to have to be up for this. I think physically and mentally we're going to have to be ready for this. We're going to have to go in with the right attitude. We're going to have to set up right as well. We want to go in with the right mentality as well. This is a good opportunity to get a 6-pointer on Brighton. Be nice to do the double on them as well, this season as well. But they'll come into this game with confidence, I reckon, and we want to take away that confidence from them as well. So when they grow in confidence, they'll be confident of coming to Old Trafford, of getting a result, and we just need to make sure that we play with a higher line. And when we play with a higher line, you know, players get in between the lines, and we play more, and then the players play more. Players are more spread out. They have space as well. So we're going to have to make sure we look up and play players, and play that pass where players are in space as well, and go and close them down and get some low and high crosses into the box. Show the intensity and the tempo in the game. Get in between the lines, and when we get these chances in the game, you're going to have to go and take them. Get in between the lines, and you know, it's all about, we're going to have to finish our chances. And they've got a decent keeper in between the sticks now, Roberto Sanchez. So I mean, it's going to be crucial here to get a good 6-pointer against Brighton. Good team, they'll give us a good fight, but we need to be up for it on the day. We need to turn up, perform well, and get the 3 points against a good side in Brighton. And when we beat Brighton, we've got a tough one then in the next fixture after that. Getting to the first goal now. Man United win a corner. Bruno puts in a fantastic crossing. It looks like McTominay last touches the ball, and Dawson scores an own goal to give United the lead for 1-0. Getting to the stats now. Possession for Man United, it was 61.8%, and for West Ham it was 38.2%. Goals for Man United, it was 1, and for West Ham it was 0. Total shots for Man United, it was 15, and for West Ham it was 7. Shots on target for Man United, it was 4, and for West Ham it was 0. Shot accuracy for Man United, it was 26.7%, and for West Ham it was 0.0%. Shots inside the box for Man United, it was 10, and for West Ham it was 5. Shots outside the box for Man United, it was 6, and for West Ham it was 1. Total passes for Man United, it was 684 passes, and for West Ham it was 411 passes. The pass accuracy for Man United, it was 90.2%, and for West Ham it was 81.5%. Next up, we've got Brighton. Brighton have got a game on the weekend against Newcastle, so if they get a good result there, they'll be coming into our game with confidence. I think we just got to make sure that we prepare well after coming off the international break. Some players might be tired, might be a little bit jaded, but I think these players will be ready for this one against Brighton. We just have to play with high intensity, high tempo, get between the lines, have a good start, play with intensity, tempo, get between the lines. When we get these chances, we have to take our chances at the end of the day. Brighton are a good side. They'll come to Old Trafford with confidence. They'll try to give us a game, good fight, good test. This is a good 6-pointer on Brighton. Let's hopefully do the double on Brighton. We're just going to make sure we prepare well, mentally, physically, going with the right mindset, right mentality. And we're going to have to make sure we turn up and perform well for a full 90 minutes and get a good result and get the 3 points against Brighton, and then we move on. Obviously Brighton are 16th in the table as well. So far Brighton are scoring 1.0 goals per game, and so far Brighton are conceding 1.3 goals per game. Brighton have the 10th best defence in the league. Brighton have won 6, drawn 11 and lost 11. They've lost to Chelsea 3-1, Man United 3-2, Everton 4-2, Tottenham 2-1, Southampton 2-1, Leicester 3-0, Arsenal 1-0, City 1-0, Palace 2-1, West Brom 1-0 and Leicester 2-1. Brighton have lost 5 away games. In the last 5 games, Brighton have only won 1 game, and that was last weekend's game against Southampton, and it ended 2-1 to Brighton. The last time Man United beat Brighton was on Saturday the 26th of September 2020, and it ended 3-2 to United. The last time Man United lost to Brighton was on Sunday the 19th of August 2018, and it ended 3-2 to Brighton. The players to look out for is Sanchez, Lamptey, White, Webster, Dunk, Byrne, Veltman, Basuma, McAllister, Gross, Lallana, March, Proper, Cancedo, Andoni, Connolly, Mopé, Trossard, Alireza, Alzate, Welbeck and Izquierdo. Hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new. See you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.